Testing, testing, 111, me. So these discs are undersized, fucked, and need chucking away. Or maybe making into massive earrings. Now the manual says that they should be 4.5 millimeters, and I think they measured about 4.3. So it's time to change them. And I decided while I'm changing them, I'm gonna upgrade them. So my MT-07 is a 2017. It's got 282 millimeter front discs. I think if you've got a 2021 model, they upped it to like 298 or something. Now I'm going to upgrade mine to 320, which is what a 2004 R1 had, which just so happens to have the exact same hole spacings and bolt amounts as an MT-07. Which means I can just buy a couple of those discs, and hey presto, I've got two bigger discs fitting on the wheel. And it just so happens that EBC still make discs that size, so I'm guessing other bikes still use that size, but the R1 2004 is the one I know. Now you're going to see me redo this bolt back up, and it's not because I'm Dave Moss or I've listened to Dave Moss. I actually had a quick check of all of the bolts, and a couple of them felt like they were seized in. Not stuck, just felt like the Loctite was holding them in, and I just wanted to heat them up with a blowtorch, melt a bit of that Loctite out on the threads, and then I could undo them evenly, because I don't want to snap a bolt. So I'm not going to heat them for ages or try and get them to glow or anything like that. I just want to put a bit of heat in them and see if I can melt the Loctite a bit. And these wheels are alley, and I don't know what blowtorch in a cast alley wheel will do. And on to the other side of the wheel. Might have had a little bit of brake cleaner in that hole. No big deal. Don't fuff it too hard and burn half your beard off. If you've got a beard. You got eyebrows. Unless you're a woman from the 90s, and then you probably haven't got any eyebrows. I have a lot of supporting evidence for that claim. Unless it's just Northamptonshire. Then I'm going to use my wearer keys to undo the bolts. Thanks for the recommendation, Matt. If you ever watch this, take the piss. I definitely agree with you. They're the best keys I've ever used. The only problem I find with using these Allen keys is because of the colours, I can never remember what size they actually are. So these are red bolts, my fairings are yellow bolts, and my frame's generally orange bolts. Makes it easy to find, but yeah, if I have to use an actual Allen key, I'm lost. Then, if you're hard, you should be able to pull the disc off. But if not, get a bit of wood, hit it with a hammer. Try tap it from each side. There you go. It's sorted. Should have maybe hit it a bit harder. And that leaves you with a naked wheel. Give a bit of a clean. Put the new disc on. Already looks much better. And compared to that worn out one, it's so thick. It's the point where I started looking at my valve thinking, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to fit the pump in there. New bolts, as the service manual says. I haven't forgotten the Loctite, don't worry. Don't be thinking this boy's a fool. I mean, keep that in the back of your mind. I am a fool. But not here. I'm not a fool here. I'm doing it properly. Look at that. Individually wrapped. Which is really annoying when you've got 10 of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten every single one of them down in a star pattern. And I'm not going to do it to torque. Just going to tighten them all down. Allows you to have a visual inspection before you've committed anything. Also allows you to do the torques properly. So I undo one bolt, lose it, put the thread lock on it. I've already set the torque wrench to what it needs to be, which is 18 Newton meters. I then do the bolt back up with the socket set. It's just easier with the socket set than the torque wrench. The torque wrench I'm using in this video is crap. And I threw it in the bin now. And with the torque on disc bolts, the torque does take into account Loctite. If a bolt says in the manual that it's got Loctite on it, then that will be the correct torque setting with Loctite applied. You see I mark the bolt that I've done as well with a bit of paint. You don't have to do it. I'm a moron though. And I'll forget which one I've done within 5 minutes. And I just follow that process. Take one bolt out, put Loctite on it, do it up, torque it, sorted. You ain't got to drop one every time. And one thing I think that's really good to pay attention to is when you take a bolt out, look how much Loctite is on it, and then try and put that much Loctite on your new bolt. Like if it's just the tip, if it's just the tip, just coat the tip. If you notice it goes all the way down it, coat it all the way down. If you don't know what you're doing, think about it and do what the manufacturer did, because they thought about it loads and then spent loads of money thinking about it even more. And then just when you would think, oh, Jesus, you fucking thought about that a lot, they probably thought about it a bit more. Quick squirt of brake cleaner, give it a little wipe, get my finger oil off it. If for no other reason, it'll rust like fuck by the time I get this bike back together. I don't want dirty, rusty fingerprints all over it. That can come at a later date. I would like it to look nearly nice by the time I rebuild it. I don't want to set the goal too high, reach my potential, because then what do you do? Where do you go afterwards? You might notice that magically the bearing appeared in that side. I noticed this too. I have a funny feeling at one point recording it, I might have not pressed record. You know, being new to this. Forgetting the fundamentals. Point camera, press record, do shit. And I failed one of them. What do you expect? Concentrating on doing the disc. I didn't even do it in a star pattern there. A lying son of a bitch. There we go. Look, I corrected my mistake. Done that star pattern. I'm just following the same process again. Taking one bolt at a time, putting the Loctite on it, ramming it back in, clicking it, saying click, click. I've changed tactic here though. I'm using the Allen key. Obviously for we've got Allen key powers. Fuck using ratchets, eh? I probably got bored switching the hex attachment between the socket and the ratchet, as I don't like undoing stuff with torque wrenches. See, now this is a good reason why you put paint on stuff. I can't remember what happened, but I just left the room in the video, and I could work out where I was by the paint on the bolt that earlier me had put there. So, well done, earlier me. Obviously thought this guy's a dumbass, he'll forget where he is. And you were right. I did. I should say this just in case, as you never know who's watching and what their ideas are. But you can't just go out and stick massive discs on your front wheel and hope they're going to fit in your brakes still. Like, there are other steps to this, but I'll cover those steps when I get to that bit of the bike. And that's it. Discs are done. And apparently the bearings in the front wheel as well, that they needed doing. Fuck knows when they got done. Magic. TV magic. Look at that. We've got fucking loads of brake cleaner. Just fucking spray it everywhere, why don't you? Oh, it's faded to black. I guess I'll catch you in a bit then.